welcome to a long overdue Georgia Assassin video. Now, it's been a while since I posted a video, as many of you know. I've got a few reasons for that. I have gotten out and done a little bit of Georgia Assassin stuff, but very little. So this is going to be the 2022 Georgia Assassin channel update. And a lot of you have been curious. I've received a few messages, so we're going to get into it. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so first and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody who's a subscriber to my channel. You know, we built this thing from nothing all the way to what it is today, which I'm very proud of. I wouldn't be doing it today if it weren't for you guys, so thank you. Special thanks to all my subscribers and to anyone who's ever watched one of my videos. So, pretty much the last video I uploaded was in September. It was the first time I was able to go deer hunting for the year, opening weekend of bow season. It was successful. If you don't remember, I'll put a card up so you can check that video out. And then kind of after that, things slowed down, and I'm going to get into why now. So, I had a pretty grueling schedule of making videos at least once a week. A lot of times it was twice a week. So, I kind of vowed to myself that I wasn't going to be the person who made videos just for the sake of making videos. You know, if anything, it was going to incentivize me to get out and do more of what I love, being in the outdoors, versus finding excuses not to go. So with that being said, I just didn't do a lot. I mean, I went hunting a few times. I think I went hunting 3 or 4 times. I was able to bring down a few deer, and I'll show you some clips of that. But yeah, it was pretty mediocre type season. I just didn't have time. So back to the videos. So, you know, I love making videos. It's very enjoyable. And this is not a complaint video in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm just trying to be real with you. You know, that's what this is about. I'm not going to lie. It is what it is with me. And I try to show you the way it happens, successes and failures. So, for lack of better words, I didn't have the time. I got to where, you know, I spent so much time making videos. You know, to go out, to take the time to go out and go hunting or go fishing or go trapping, that takes time. That takes time out of your life. And one of the brands that I manufacture is Georgia-made catfish bait. Now, I've talked a little bit about that in some of my past videos. Some of them I deleted because I really wanted to keep the Georgia Assassin channel and the Georgia-made catfish bait independent for the most part. I didn't really want to push the bait because it sells really good. I mean, I sell several thousand baits a year all across the United States. But every year that takes up a lot of my time. So, long story short, I didn't have a whole lot of opportunities to get out and do Georgia Assassin shit, which I really missed out on because I love doing it. But life just caught up with me. Every year I evaluate my baits that sold. I have a huge process that I go through in an effort to maximize that business. That took up a great deal of time. Ended up coming with a couple new product lines. Made my product lines better. By better, I mean, you know, when you come up with a new product line, the science is there, it's functional, but everything can always be a little bit better. Let's be real. So, spent a lot of time reformulating, making things more marketable, making things more user-friendly, working on different quantities. So I'll get into some Georgia-made catfish bait a little later on in the video if y'all want to know more about that. But that is a brand that I created back in 2015. It's a great brand, and we'll talk about that. So as far as the hunting goes, I did go hunting with the Benjamin Bulldog once. And I went hunting with it because my 50 cal Air Force Texan was not sighted in that day. So I went up to the big woods, took my 357, and then I took the 50 cal, and the plan was to sight it in after that hunt that morning. Well, just so happened, and I'll show you a clip of it, I had a pretty nice buck creep in on me, put a good shot on him, dropped him like a ton of bricks, and anyways. So this is where he was shot at, team. Here's the stand, way up there. That's a pretty good shot, huh?
Yeah, that's a pretty good shot.
Little bulldog.
Yeah, it was about the only thing I had. There's some good blood there, huh? It's just, he just kicked and flailed and kicked and flailed and drug himself. That's bright red blood. And there was a pass through too, I would assume, on that. Look, there's more. Right there.
Yeah.
Look at how the hell did that happen?
This is some over there too.
Look at that blood. That's good shit.
That's what he fell back here.
All right, well, as you can see from that, we're talking about more of the same with the Benjamin Bulldog. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a two-season update on the Bulldog. A lot of questions. It's a fun air rifle. Everybody loves it. It's a repeater. It's one of the funnest weapons that I've ever laid hands on, no doubt. Was able to take the 50 cal out on, I think I took it on one hunt. So unfortunately on that day, my cameras weren't working. Again, I got a bad batch of batteries, so they would pretty much show full and then they were just gone about the time you fire the camera up. So here's a clip of that. It's not much, but it's a little bit, kind of give you an update of what did happen. Check it out.
Alright, don't be too hard on me. He's a little dude. That's the first one with the, well, I can't see him. There he is. He's so little I can't really see him either. Little bitty spike. Should be able to see him. See his head.
All right, so that was pretty much it for the season. My dad ended up bringing down a really nice deal.
Yeah.
Get the gun.
Did he give you full?
Stood there. Come on. Ain't gonna make
Yeah.
it. Finally. A little bit of the neck. Come. Saw some of the shoulder.
You smoked him,
Look,
probably.
just tumbled like that. Then again, he could
Yeah.
hold the mail and I could have missed it. I don't know, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah, over the top, nice, good old deer. I actually saw the deer coming in from across the creek, it and a couple other deer. My dad was able to grunt it in. I tried to grunt it in, but he skirted me, went around to my dad. You know what a deer does when you grunt at them, they're going to try to win you. So he did a big circle, cut himself short, came out in front of my dad instead of behind him. And just so happened it was about a 40-yard broadside shot with the 30-30. So it was drop session after that. He was done. Big old 210-pound deer. So success, yes. There's a big gap between. So when you take and you try to record hunts specifically, it's way easier to do fishing videos. Way easier. Hunt specifically though, it's hard. I mean, I was taking 3 cameras. Tried to upgrade this year. Just ended up not being the best year. It just seemed like it was problem after problem, and then I didn't get to go very much, so that didn't help. But if you ever try to record your hunts, you know, you pretty much have to get the shot over the kill a lot of times. And this year, I knew I wasn't going to get to go hunting that much. So I don't want to say I prioritized the kill over the footage, but it turned out to be that way without even, you know, me having to make that decision simply because of camera failures and things like that. Yeah, life pretty much caught up with me. Making videos is fun. It's a blast. It has motivated me to get out and do more. But in doing so, you know, it takes away from other parts of your life. Like I said, I'm a husband. I'm a father. I've got 2 beautiful children that are very athletic, very into sports, very into hell, everything. And then we as parents, me and my wife, we're very into their lives as well, whether it be school, sports, or whatever. We're always there. So doing videos, you got the time it takes to make the video, you get the time it takes to edit your video. You know, if you really are editing your videos, trying to merge a bunch of stuff together, add in overlay audio or add in music, things like that, I mean, it just takes time. Then you got the rendering process and everything else. So but just kind of want to give you guys an update. You've been with me through a lot of pretty much everything that I've done, from trapping to everything. And I didn't do any trapping this year. I didn't even update my license just because I knew I had loose ends. You know, I didn't want to start 15 projects because I realized I was behind and never finish them. So I'm actually kind of starting and finishing projects. So on to the bait business. So I'll show you some pictures. I've got product. I don't know how many of you catfish. Like I said, I've never really pushed it, but I'm gonna push it a little bit on this plug in here and there. So I've got a punch bait line. I'm reducing it to one punch bait for the year. Over the last 7 years, I figured out what sells, what doesn't sell based on. But as a manufacturer, you have so many capabilities. I mean, there's nothing that I can't produce punch bait wise, flavor wise. There's just, you know, it's there. I can do it. So I got a punch bait line, I got a dip bait line. I'm reducing that to probably 4 flavors. We're gonna do 12-ounce containers, we're gonna do quart containers, I'm gonna do gallon containers in the dip baits, punch baits. Based on the limited amount of cattail fibers that I have this year, I just wasn't able to get a lot. That's gonna really reduce that, and that'll probably raise the cost simply because I need to control the market a little bit better to where I don't sell out, and it makes it, you know, worth the effort from all from the resources that I do have. I'm pulling in the dough baits this year. I'm gonna offer them in about 5 flavors. People seem to like dough baits. I got them from no stink all the way to, you know, pretty much hideous smelling. In addition to that, I've got a new saltwater bait line that I came out with. It's called Fish Lure. It's gonna be made available in a lot of flavors. I'm not gonna keep all the flavors in stock. So if you wanna check out what I do have for sale right now, you can just go on my website. It's georgiamayscfb.com. Check that out, or you can find everything on eBay that I have right now. So you'll see things right now are priced a little higher than what they've normally been, and that's because everything's going up. The prices are going up. And it brings me to my next point: the canned baits. I'm gonna step back from those a little bit because of those associated costs. I want to keep it to where people can afford it easily, no thought purchase. Go out and have fun with your family, catch a bunch of fish, have a fish fry, good shit, you know, make memories with your family. So I'm gonna back down off of those, not put as much effort into them, even though it took me 5 years to really firm up my recipes, formulations, and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna put more into the Fish Lure, which is a saltwater bait, which works equally as well in freshwater for catfish. They're great baits. They're 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch thick. There's a 2-phase sit and release process with them. As soon as it hits the water, you'll get your immediate release, and then as they sit over time, you'll get your massive release. I'll do a video on those specifically, go into greater detail about why it was created, how it was created, and how to use it. So I might even do a whole video on that. That'll give me a good video. A lot of people don't know how you're supposed to use punch dip doughs, things of that nature, what situations when you're supposed to use them. So anyways, Whisker Lure line, I'm keeping it going. I'm broadening it, so my Whisker Lure line is gonna be the same formulation, same type of product as the Fish Lure line, same technology, except for it's going to be specified for freshwater. It's going to be made available in about 5 flavors as well. Next, you got my real meat line, is what I'm calling it. Prototyped it last year for about a month and a half, did really well. So I've got chicken gizzards that I sell in 5-ounce packs. It's real chicken gizzards. They don't stink. They're infused with a lot of highly attractive stuff, and everybody knows fish gizzards stay on the hook no matter what. And then I've got the real liver bait. So liver is one of the most widely known and probably the #1 catfish bait that everybody uses. I mean, I remember using it as a kid in ponds with my parents, grandparents, and so the problem with livers remains the same for everybody. How to keep them on the hook. I don't want to buy some kind of biodegradable netting. It's just a pain to keep all that crap. So using the same processes that I use to stop the decomposition in gizzards, I did that for liver. Worked out really good. Prototyped it. So what you're going to get with that is this about a 5-ounce bait. You get right now it's 20 baits. I'm thinking about increasing it to about 35 baits for the same cost. Pure liver. I just found a way to stop the decomposition. It doesn't stink. It's got a meat smell, but it's not a rotten meat smell. Very good bait. It's going to stay on your hook. As a matter of fact, the material that I use as the vessel to transfer to actually hold the liver to your hook of choice, whether it be circle hook, treble hook, whatever. You can use anything. It just about has to be cut off your hook. But it's, you know, it's the perfect bait. Sell a lot of those. So again, I'm going to move away from the can bait because the cost is going to go up. People who are willing to eat those costs for that premium product can do so. But otherwise, I'm going to push a lot of my time and attention, my focus on Whisker Lure, Fish Lure, gizzards, and the liver baits. Simply because I can produce them quickly, which allows me to make YouTube videos. Because any of you watching know, shit's gonna add up on you if you don't pay it attention. I mean, it just is, and that's kind of what happened to me. So it's either got to be entertaining or educational for me. If there's a lack of either one of those two things, it doesn't become a video. I can't tell you how many hundreds of minutes, probably hours at this point, that I've just had to delete because it just wasn't what I wanted it to be. So, but yeah, so moving forward, they'll be fishing, they'll be trout lining this upcoming deer season. I hope to be caught up so we can really get out there. There'll be surf fishing videos, pier bridge fishing videos, so all that'll go down. No worries. I really appreciate those of you who've stuck around and stayed subscribers of mine. I appreciate the messages. Alabama 44. Thank you for your message checking in on me. You know, everything's good. Like I said, life just caught up with me. But yeah, so we'll do some bait videos, how to use them, where to use them, when to use them, why to use them, why they're productive, and things of that nature. We'll get back into it. So no worries, George's Has Some Channel is going to be here. Special thanks to all my subscribers. I cannot say that enough. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos, because I promise there will be more videos coming out. I don't know about every week, but they're going to be more consistent. We're not just going to have a 2 or 3, 4 month lag ever again, I hope. If something goes wrong, I'll tell you about it. Well, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell. I'll see you on the next one, and hopefully not too long. All right? Y'all have a good one.